is part 2 of the Revit Building Maker tools. And I want to go back to this conceptual family mass that I've created. Select it again, let you view the properties, element properties. And again, you can see that I can control the sky exposure plane, the site width, the site setback, the site length. These are all controlled by these parameters, along with these the floor tower. I mean the number of floors of the tower, the number of floors of the rear tower, the number of floors of the rear of the base. We can adjust the floor height. We can adjust the base height. Actually, basement height, which is this block down here, and then the tower setback, which is here, and which is actually coming back from this set right here, and the tower front setback, which is here, and the base setback, which is here. All right. So what we're going to do now is something very interesting. Is we are going to go to one of the elevation views, take a look at the levels that we've drawn into the object. Now we inserted it on the first level. Now we can we'll just keep that as it is. I'm probably going to ask you to move this mass down. Actually, let's just select it and move it down to where we want to place this this level, because that's actually if it's going to be the first level, there's a basement below, so we're going to copy that level down below, grab it and move it down below, and then rename this one the basement. So let's just go ahead. Oops. Go back. Change this level to that. Let's name this one the basement. Okay. All right. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and erase this level 2, because what I want to do is something kind of unique. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to just go ahead and erase that one. What I'm going to do is copy this one up a bunch of levels. But what I'm going to do is something really interesting called an array. I'm going to array this level upward. Okay, so I'm going to click on this button called array. That way I can control the exact height between the levels if I do the array. So I'm gonna click on that button called array, and instead of doing the number 2, I'm gonna constrain it to the last. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and this is the number of objects in the array, but I'm just gonna leave it at 2 for right now, and then copy it starting right here, beginning there, and then copy it all the way up to here. All right, interesting. So now you'll see this little number right here. That's the number of objects that it corresponds to here in the array. If I bump that up to like 10, we should see 10 of them actually. Oh, I guess you only see 2 because I selected 2. All right, but what I'll do is I'll select there, and then change the number here to 10. So now we'll see 10 different levels. Interesting, right? Of course, the numbers are all wacky. Was not good. Giving them crazy numbers. So I'll have to go back in there and change those numbers. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and use that as a way of explaining these building maker tools. Now I'm going to go back to annotate, and so I can determine what the distance is between these levels. I'm not going to say it's saved right now. I'm just going to let it go. So I'm going to hit cancel just because oh yeah. All right. So I'm going to hit align the dimension, and I'm going to just click, because you see how it's all evenly spaced. I'm just going to use this as a way of measuring my distance between the heights. Okay, so that's like right at 12 feet, which is just fine. I'm going to leave that at 12 feet. You can adjust that later by changing the number of by changing the number in the array, or by moving the level. Okay, what I'm really trying to do is illustrate these building maker tools, and quickly, once you got the levels in there, then you can select the object, right? And you'll see this thing that says mass floors. Okay, I'm going to click on that. It says mass floors. Because we've got all the objects, all the levels drawn in there, I can go ahead and select these levels, okay? Select every one of them, and then I'm going to say, okay. Now it's created these floors automatically that we can eventually go and get the floor area from, which I'm going to ask you to do later. But now that we have the floors, we can actually create these floors. And what we do is we go into the Home tab, and we go to Floor. Actually, we go into the massing tab right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to model, because this is actually conceptual mass, you know what I mean? And these are conceptual floors. They're not really floors just yet, but they're based on those levels. Let's see if I can go back to that elevation view. Yeah. Based on those levels that we drew, we have these like floors. You see them in there? It's kind of neat. So I'm going to go back to here, this conceptual, but these are conceptual floors. They're not real floors. So to make them real floors, we hit massing, and then we're going to go to model by face, and I'm going to select this thing called floor. Okay, so these are actually like faces, and if I clicked on the model by face, and then the floor tool, you'll see that I can create floors out of this thing. So I'm just going to select the whole business, and it's only going to select those plates that cut those levels into floors. And I say create floor, and it's going to create my floors. Interesting, right? Now before I said create floor, I could have gone and selected them, and then I could have selected. I could have changed the properties of the floor here. Like this is floor 12. I can change the edit. I can change the floor types, the metal on deck, or so those are the types of floors. But that's in the family. And then I'm going to. Where are we? I guess it went ahead and created it. I could have I meant to hit create, but it's already created this floor. So there we go. So now they're actually floors. And I would do the same with a roof too. So I would go into massing again by face, and I'm going to make a roof up on the very top here, and select that, and I'm going to hit the button create roof. It's going to generate this type of roof. I can select the different type of roof, 9-inch, 12-inch, 4-inch, all these generic types of roofs, but I'm just going to go ahead and create that generic roof like that. Okay, so and then hit create. Oh, and clear selection. That's it. So that's a roof. You see there, basic roof, and these are floors. Okay. Now I can click on down here so I can see it a little better. Let's turn on the shadows. It's kind of nice when you see shadows. And then I'm going to say shading with edges, and it turns on these nice floors and this nice kind of brown and red colors with the shadow. Looks interesting. So that's pretty much how you would do the floor massing with the building maker tools.